All right, good afternoon. I am here with Miss Jessica Hanna. She is one of our Charter College Anchorage students. She is currently enrolled in our C4L Academy program and also a welding student. And what the C4L program is it is for adult learners that maybe did not complete their GED or high school diploma, and they are doing a dual program. So they are working on their high school diploma and also a certificate in a vocation. And Miss Jessica here has since completed her high school diploma through the C4L Academy. So congratulations. She's our first graduate in that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, so we wanted to, sit down and take some time and speak with her and kind of get her feedback on the C4L Academy and the welding program. So my first question for you would be, what ultimately led you to enrolling at Charter College?
They had told me that now a C4L program is available where you can do the welding program, which was my choice of the programs available, as well as get your not just GED, but your actual high school diploma. And so I was like, all right, cool. And then I heard it was all online too and at my own pace, so I was even more on board for it.
That's awesome. So what drove you to make such a huge commitment? I mean, working on your high school diploma and being in the welding program, I mean, that's truly incredible. So, what drove you to make that commitment?
But I had some things going in my life a while back that really brought me down, and I really just had to make a decision to start over new. And when I did that, I had gotten a job at a place, produce warehouse here in town. And I was working, 14-hour days starting at 6 a.m. And I was making like 16.50 an hour, but I really wanted to move up, and I had talked with upper management there about what my options were, and then I'd spoken with some of the managers there that had been there for 2, 3, 4 years, and um, I just didn't see it as something I wanted to do. Why would I stay there for 4 years when I could go to school and get a career and excel in that and put my time and energy into that instead? So I was at work one day, and they were kind of moving people up, and they chose somebody else who had been there longer, who was already a manager in a different department. And I just decided then and there, I was like, no, I put in a lot of time here, and if I'm going to put that much time and dedication, I'd rather do it for myself and for somewhere that I know is going to take me farther. So that was really the deciding factor.
Absolutely. You've got to do what's best for yourself and that drive and that motivation. So what has so you've definitely that's kind of the driving force and the huge commitment. What kept you focused to, excelling and completing that high school diploma and doing well in the certificate in welding program?
So for the C4L specifically, like I had already previously mentioned, I really liked the part that it was at your own pace and that it was online. Um, and I don't know, there was just something about being back in school and having like a second chance to do it, and that's what really motivated me. And so just anytime I'd have free time, I'd get done with my homework in my other classes, or I found myself bored. I was like, oh, I might as well do that. And, then they had these challenge exams that's part of the C4L program, where if you complete it at a 75% or above in 30 minutes, you don't have to do the entire course. And I don't know, there was just something about that was kind of fun to me and like challenging. And I was like, well, I can do that. And I actually got done as quickly as I did by completing so many challenge exams, and so that's one thing that really motivated me.
Yeah, it's kind of like a challenge within yourself. So kind of
Yeah.
that competition, competitiveness, nature, and yeah, I like that.
And I
So,
really didn't go to any, oh, sorry.
oh, go ahead,
I
go
was
ahead.
just going to say, I really didn't go to any high school at all when I was younger. I think I went for maybe a couple months, so I didn't know like any of it. So every time I pass the challenge exam and whatnot, I don't know, it just like makes you feel good inside, and you're like, it's like a video game kind of like when you level up, you want to just keep seeing how far you can go and how fast you can get it done. So like I'm gonna do that, and it was like I had like 10 months to get it done, as long as the welding program is, and I think I got it done in like 2.5, 3 months maybe. So
That's fantastic. Yeah,
yeah,
you definitely were leveling up then.
yeah.
So, for people out there just, curious, are there resources, at the Charter College Anchorage campus specifically that have supported you and helped you, as you're going through the welding program?
So for the welding program specifically, yeah, all the instructors at the trade school, the campus where I do all my welding at, they're like right there for you. I'm literally bothering them all day with any questions I have or any concerns I have. If I lay a bead and it doesn't look right, I'll go and bug every single one of them, and they're always happy to help. So that's really nice because when you don't feel like you're welcomed by the people who are supposed to be helping you, it makes it hard to reach out to them. But that's never been the issue there. And every single one of my instructors is always there for me. And no matter what it is, if I can't make it into school for the whole day and I email them and let them know, they're always very understanding and give me the option to make it up with a night class or anything. And even the people outside of the trade school, my instructors, the people that aren't instructors, they're always there for me too. So like I can't remember what the title is exactly. It would be equivalent to like my counselor, just so everybody's very supportive, which is really nice. I've never had any issues with like not being able to get help with any questions I had or anything. And so that's also made it a lot easier to be able to get through the program when you have a lot of support around you, and everybody, who says they're there to help is actually there to do that.
So good to hear. I think the biggest thing from Charter College is the support system and the advising and um, they're just wanting to be there to assist you as you're going through the
Hmm.
programs, all the students. So I think that's fantastic to hear. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you've kind of tackled your high school diploma and you've leveled up, like you said, and you're working diligently now on specifically your certificate in welding, what are your future goals? Like, where would you like to see yourself in 5 years?
So sometimes I get a little overwhelmed if I think that far into the future, but I guess if I think about it briefly, like I just would like to be in a good career where I have people around me that I'm able to kind of pass on a lot of the knowledge that I've gained. Because, even in my short time at the trade school, like people in my family, like my dad, for instance, he knows a little bit of welding here and there, but I go to school for it. So it's like a whole different thing. And I've been able to teach him stuff, and it just feels good to be able to do that. And so I think it'd be really cool to have a career that, not only pays good, but is beneficial in the sense of I'm teaching people and helping people around me. And I think it'd be also really cool to, work in a shop where other women work there because we got to stick together somehow.
That's cool being able to, show your dad kind of the things that you're learning and show others. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Um, so what does a typical day look like for you as a welding student, on the Anchorage campus?
All right. So my classes are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Usually get at school by like 8:45 and just go in and find my booth and kind of set up shop and uh, just out there welding all day, and it's a lot of fun and it's a lot of work, and every day you learn something new, or you're doing something different. And I mean, for the last week, I've been working on I don't know if you know anything about welding, but I've been
A little
working
bit.
on doing my vertical V groove, which has been bringing me a little bit of a challenge, but I've been working on it consistently for the past week or so, and I'm gonna get there eventually. But yeah, it's a good environment, and there's a lot of other students there, and if you have questions, I've always been able to reach out to the other people there, and they help me too. And yeah, so it's nothing. that brings me stress or anything. It actually feels good to be able to go to school and kind of get away and work on projects and work on new stuff and learn new stuff.
I like that. I love that. I love the fact that there's instructors that support you, and then the other students that maybe are a little bit further along can also assist and support you
Hmm.
as well. So that's really good culture and morale.
Yeah, yeah.
How would you say your decision to kind of further your education it has impacted like those closest to you? Dad or siblings, what are they thinking about you going back to school?
Well, my dad is very proud of me. I have a lot of brothers and sisters, and I'm making a lot of headway compared to what some of them are doing. So he's very proud of that. And I'm actually, once I'm completed with the program, I'm going to be the only college graduate in the family. So that'll be pretty exciting. But everybody around me is really supportive and very proud of me. My life has only gotten better since I decided to come here. I feel happy with my decision. There's never a day I'm like, oh man, I just should have stayed working at the produce place and stayed in my own lane. So like my overall happiness is better and, being that my family and everybody's proud of me and that's also helped strengthen relationships with people and, my sister, I was telling you I had a bachelorette party for her yesterday and she was telling me that she was bragging to her friends that I'm a welder and this and that, so that feels good to hear.
That's really awesome. That your
Yeah.
that your family supports you and dad is super proud and yeah, that's got to feel really, really good, within yourself.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Yep.
What would you tell someone that, if you were speaking to someone or someone's, listening to this, what would you tell someone who is looking into charter college or considering enrolling?
I would absolutely tell them to do it. And, uh, I had like, at first I was really nervous. I was like, I have never done any welding in my life. I've never, there's so many things I was nervous about. And even when the classes first started, I looked around at everything in the shop and I was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to know how to do any of this. And now I confidently walk in there and I have a better understanding of things and just continue to learn stuff every day. So I'd say you definitely have to have like the determination and the motivation to do it. You have to be in the right place in your life and in your mind to want to move forward with it because it is a lot of work. But as long as you can do it and you can see the benefit of everything that you're learning, I think it's a really good choice to do. And I know that in a year, I'm again going to be in a completely different spot than I am now. And so it's definitely an exciting part of my life, and I would recommend doing it.
Yeah, in the end, all the hard work will totally pay off for you. I
Yeah,
completely wholeheartedly believe that. I mean, just your motivation, determination, um, will get you far. So that is wonderful.
yeah. Thank you.
It has been a pleasure meeting you, and I am super, super glad that you have, enrolled into the C4L Academy and the welding program, and that you've already, knocked out that high school diploma, and you're our first graduate in that program. So congratulations, kudos to
Thank you very
you.
much.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it was a pleasure meeting with you today, and
You
I will let you get back to what you were doing, and thanks for stopping in and meeting with me today.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much. It was nice meeting you too.